So, and then the whole exclamation point at the end of the thank you. Thank you. That's how I felt like she said it.
Black girl magic, got your attention. Make your body like them Donald. Told me this pussy better turn around and fumble. Talked out of shit, he must have thought I was around her. Megan told y'all it's a hot girl summer. Pretty ass lady, but I'm so nasty.
What is up, you guys? It's your girl Renitaalane, and we is back up in this thing, y'all. And we back with another lit ass video. If you're an OG subscriber, welcome back to the side. Y'all already know how we get down. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the side where we're full of positive energy and vibes only. So if you with that negative shit, you gotta go elsewhere because we ain't with that shit, okay? Period, okay? Make sure you like up this video, comment below, and hit that bell so you're always notified when your girl is about to upload another lit ass video. So y'all, as y'all read by the title, this is going to be another story time, y'all, and it's really, this story time is very much so triggering for me, like, and we got receipts, okay? We love a story time with receipts and about what was going on and what was said and da-da-da-da, right? So yeah, we do got a little bit of receipts, and I'm just gonna tell y'all basically how I felt and how dirty I felt like this company really did me. So yeah, especially during a traumatic time in my life. So without further ado, let's get into the story time. But before we do, make sure you get your drinkity drink, okay? Or your smokity smoke. Whatever it is you like to indulge in when you watching my story times or listening to my story time, child. Let's get it cracking, let's get it popping. Get what you gotta get, popcorn, eat whatever. That's key, okay? So without further ado, honey, let's get into this motherfucking video. Okay, y'all. So as y'all know, well, some of y'all don't even know, I told y'all a little bit of backstory about my miscarriage and everything that I was going through in other story times with the company before I even had a miscarriage. And this is just like the icing on the cake that really just brought everything like to fucking shambles for me. And why I'm in the situation that I'm currently in now, which I will find out about a little bit later, okay? So, boom. I do got some receipts up in here, baby, okay? I do got my little receipts. And we just gonna go through this. And yeah, so I don't know how this gonna be. My emotions might be all over the place. I might be cursing a lot. I might be a little bit hyped, you know. Like I said, it's very triggering for me, okay? It took me back to a place that I really didn't want to be. But as far as with my healing and shit goes, I gotta just let everything out. And this is gonna help me, okay? Boom. As y'all know, I had a miscarriage on May the 13th, okay? So I had what you call a miscarriage, right? So May the 13th, my doctor prescribed me these 4 tablets that I was gonna insert to help me get rid of my baby and the sac and everything like that, and actually have the miscarriage and start bleeding and stuff like that. So that happened May 13th, y'all, and it started, the whole process of my miscarriage started like I said, May 13th at around, I think I started at like 8 p.m. that night. And let me just tell y'all, that was one of the worst experiences I've ever experienced in my life. I don't wish that type of pain on nobody, or even just that traumatic experience alone with just having a miscarriage in general. I do not wish that on anybody. It's the worst thing that I probably ever had to go through in my life. Like one of the worst things I had to go through, okay? It was extremely painful. And just overall, like I said, a traumatic experience. So boom, I went through that night. Now, as y'all know, I told y'all I had a lead that I work with. What fucking name are we gonna give her? I don't even know. Let's just call her, we just gonna call her Holy, okay? Because she always used to act like she was just holy without, okay? We just gonna call her fucking Holy, okay? Jesus, forgive me, but you know. We just gonna call her Holy, all right? So, Holy was my lead, right? She was my lead at the company that I was working for, okay? So at the time when I was going through my miscarriage, I let her know that, I think I let her know that Friday, because I had missed work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because I had to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor that Wednesday and I found out the news I found out. Wasn't sure if I was going to have a miscarriage. Missed that Thursday because I had to go back to the doctor. And then that Friday, they confirmed that, yes, you are having a miscarriage and this is what we got to do to, you know, make the, you know, start the process of, you know, releasing everything or whatever, right? So that was on a Friday and I informed her on Friday what was going on, what was happening, and you know, I was going to be out of work. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going to be going through my miscarriage and starting my healing process, you know, that Friday night. So boom, I let her know all of that, y'all. And y'all see me looking down, I'm looking down at the receipts that I have and the text messages that me and her when me and her were conversing and things of that nature, okay? Now that was on Friday. Now Friday night, she knew, she was like, okay, take all the time. So Holy was just like, okay, take all the time that you need. Like, we understand, blah, 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 all that bullshit, right? Okay, cool. So I'm going through what I'm going through. And like I said, it was an experience and it was a healing process for me, okay? On Tuesday, she had text me. Now, mind you, like I said, I started my whole miscarriage process on that Friday night. Saturday and Sunday and Monday, I was basically like bed fucking ridden because I was in the bed. I was still sore. I was still going through a little bit of pain. And I was still ultimately healing, right? So Tuesday came and I already had to go to a doctor's appointment that morning because my doctor told me to come back that Tuesday, what was it? Tuesday, yeah, that Tuesday morning at like 9:30. I think it was like 9:30 in the morning I had to be there. Yeah, it was 9:30 in the morning I had to be there, right? Mind you, I have not heard from my manager or my lead throughout the whole weekend that I was going through what I was going through. Now, at first, I'm thinking maybe I didn't hear from them because they know that I'm going through what I'm going through and they just giving me time to heal and they not trying to rush me or whatever the case, but they never even checked up on me to see how I was doing, to see how everything was going or anything throughout my whole process. Now, in my mind, I was already planning on going back to work on Wednesday morning. I had already set aside and said, you know what, I'm gonna go back to work Wednesday morning. And so I was talking to my doctor about that too through messages before I went to my doctor's appointment. I think I was talking to my doctor on a Monday and I was asking her like, hey, would it be okay if I go back to work on Wednesday? And she was just like, and she was telling me how like she really didn't want me to go back to work, that I really need to take a whole week off to let the bleeding start regulating and just bed rest and stuff like that after a miscarriage. Like I really just need to rest. And she really didn't want me to go back to work. I literally had to beg to go back to work to my doctor, y'all. Okay, so and we gonna get back to that because I was like talking to her through messages on Monday, but she was just like, hey, we'll talk on Tuesday when I see you in the morning at 9:30, right? Cool. Mind you, like I said, I already planned on going back to work on Wednesday and I was already going to message them like sometime around Tuesday whenever I could, letting them know, informing them like, hey, be expecting me on Wednesday morning because I'm going to come into work. So boom, Tuesday morning come and I have my doctor's appointment. I'm at my doctor's appointment at 9:30 in the morning. And y'all know how it is when you go see your doctor's appointments. And sometimes they can be a little slow. They can take a little time getting to you. You might have to be there at 9:30, but they don't see you right at 9:30, right? So that was kind of like my situation. So I got there at 9:30 and she probably didn't get me back into the room till about like 10 o'clock. So I went back to the room like around 10 o'clock. Now, when I was back there talking to my doctor, and she was checking me and making sure everything was okay and asking me a whole bunch of questions, stuff like that, you know, I was talking to her about work and stuff. So while I was talking to her about work or something, around exactly like 10:05 a.m., Holy had texted me, right? So Holy texted me and she was like, good morning. I have not heard from you since Friday morning. When will you be returning? So when I seen that text message, the first thing I thought was like, damn, all you worried about is when will I be returning to work. You didn't message me and say, hey, Renita, I know you're going through a traumatic time right now. I'm checking on you to see how you're doing, see what's going on with you. How are you feeling? Like nothing. It was like no type of concern whatsoever. The first thing all she worried about is when I'm coming back to work and talking about how she hasn't heard from me. For one, of course you haven't heard from me. The last time I spoke to her was on Friday. Shit, I ain't heard from your ass either, right? Like, y'all ain't checked up on me. You didn't check up on me the next day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, none of that. So y'all ain't talked to me either. Y'all know what I'm going through and how traumatic it is and what I could possibly be going through mentally, right? So y'all ain't reach out to me. And of course y'all know I ain't reach out to y'all because I am going through something traumatic. I am trying to heal. I'm going through something. I was literally in the bed fucking ridden, going through something, right? So she messaged me that, basically, like I said, it just made me feel like she just did not care. She didn't ask me how I was doing, none of that. And that was just that. Mind you, last time I talked to her was on the 13th. So it had been that Friday I talked to her, so then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then it was Tuesday. So it's really been like 4 days or whatever the case may be. So she texted me that, and I saw that text message, but I was in the middle of talking to my doctor. Mind you, I had so much that I was doing that day anyway. So I was in the middle of talking to my doctor. I glanced at the message because you can see when the message popped up. I glanced at it. I looked at it. I saw what she said. And I didn't respond right then and there because, like I said, I was talking to my doctor. I was in the doctor's office. To me, that's just rude as fuck. So I was just like, oh, I'll get back to holy when I can, right? So boom. So I'm talking to my doctor, and I'm practically begging my doctor to let me go back to work because the type of work that I do, I only get paid commission. So if you're familiar with like being paid commission, you know that if you don't go to work, you don't get paid, right? So, and it was a type of job where I got paid daily, but you have to work. And then it's like sales. So you have to, it's based off of your performance, right? So you have to work, right? In the marketing company that I work for. So I'm begging her, I'm just like, I need to go back to work. And she's just like, Renita, I'm concerned for you. Like, you just went through a traumatic experience. Like, mentally, you need to heal a little bit more. And physically, you need to let your body and the blood just regulate how it's supposed to regulate. Because you're still going through your miscarriage right now. And you probably be going through it for like 2 more weeks with the bleeding process. And my doctor really wanted me to just stay home and in bed for like a week, if not a couple of more days before I went back to work, because she already knew my experience from me telling her what I went through before my miscarriage at work. So she didn't want me to be in that stressful situation while still going through a miscarriage or whatever. So I had to explain to her why I needed to go back to work on Wednesday, because for one, y'all, I got bills. Like, I had rent that was coming up, right? I had other bills that was coming up. And not to mind you, beforehand, like before my miscarriage and I was at work and I was pregnant, I was doing poorly at work because I was pregnant, I was in pain, I was sick as hell. I had the worst pregnancy ever when my time working there. And I did a story time on that, telling y'all everything that was going on with me and the shit that I went through while I was pregnant at work. So it was just hell for me, right? So I already wasn't making the money I should make. I'm taking money out of my savings here and there. And sure, I get paid from YouTube, but right now I'm not making 6 figures on YouTube right now, right? You know, yes, I get paid on YouTube, and sure, it helped with, you know, a couple of bills or 2 or whatever, but I'm not at that level yet on my channel where I'm making 6 figures on my channel yet, right? So boom, I'm struggling. Money is just running out like that because I'm not bringing in the money that I was used to bringing in, right? So boom, I'm talking to my doctor and I'm letting her know like why I need to go back to work, because I really did, y'all. I was struggling so bad at that time. Plus I'm going through a miscarriage and I'm stressed out because of financial reasons and things of that nature, right? So finally my doctor was just like, you know what, I understand if you have to go back to work, that's fine, but make sure that you express to them like, hey, I can't overdo it. Like, she just was so worried about me overdoing it. She was like, don't overdo it because you are still healing, right? And I was like, okay, cool, I will. So she wrote me up a doctor's note, and then that was that, right? So as I'm in my doctor's office, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm the queen of dropping my phone and fucking breaking my phone, right? So literally, I was in the doctor's office. My phone was sitting in my lap, and my phone's already broken in the back. So, and I didn't have like my screensaver on. So So if I drop my phone, it's so sensitive because it's broken in the back. The little back part is off, that if I drop it, it'll fuck up my whole phone, right? So I literally stood up and my phone fell out of my lap. As soon as it fell out of my lap, it hit that hard ass floor, and I already knew, like, fuck, my phone is gonna be fucked up, right? So I picked up my phone, I looked at my screen. Literally, it was like half of my screen was black and half of the screen that I could see. And I'm just like, fuck, now my phone's fucking broken. Like, what the fuck? And I had so much shit that I had to do today. Luckily, whenever I left my doctor's office, I knew what area I was in, so it wasn't like I needed my GPS or anything like that. And I was just gonna go get my phone fixed at the phone place by my house. Y'all, I'm gonna get back to the text messages and what else transpired, but just bear with me, okay? Because this is very important in the story. So, boom, my phone broke. I don't have a phone. I was running errands, so I just started running errands before I went home close by my house to where the cell phone place was. So I'm running errands. I'm getting things done financially that I need to get things done, and I'm trying to prepare to go back to work Wednesday, because I had every intention to go back to work on Wednesday and let them know that I was coming back whenever I had time later on in that day. But I had shit that I had to take care of before I did that, right? So I get some of the stuff done, and I go back closer to where my house is, and I drop off my phone at the cell phone place. The man told me, I think around the time I dropped off my phone, I think it was like 4 o'clock. I think I dropped off my phone around like 4. I want to say it was like 4 o'clock or something like that. But he had so many other people that he was fixing. He was like, come back at 5. You come back at 5, I'm going to be, basically he was like, I'm going to be done if you come back around 5 o'clock or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. So fast forward, I come back around 5 o'clock, y'all. So this is where the other message that I'm going to tell y'all that happened. So I come back around, was it 5? I don't know if it was 5 or not. I think, what time did I come get that shit? Yeah, okay, I got my phone at 5 o'clock. So, boom, I'm sorry, y'all. I got my phone at 5 o'clock. Cool, it's fixed. So, I'm going back home, and I have every tension in my mind, like, okay, let me text back Holly, because she texted me this morning. But like I said, I had so much shit going on, I wasn't going to be able to get back to her right away, right? And then plus, my phone fucking had broke. So, boom. So that happened. I got back home, and I noticed that she had texted me again. So she double texted me, right? I noticed that she texted me, and I noticed that she called me. But of course, I wasn't going to be able to see her phone call. I wasn't going to be able to see her text because my fucking phone was broken. Couldn't do nothing about that. So she texted me again, and she said, good afternoon. We have not heard from you. And at this point, it is probably best that we go our separate ways. Please return supplies and table to us first thing in the morning. Thank you, with the exclamation point. That's why I had to say it like that. So I seen that text message, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, is they really laying me off right now? Like, during this time, they really laying me off. And then for one, it's just like, if I didn't text you back in a timely fashion that you wanted me to text you back, like, obviously, I'm either doing something or there's something going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just ignoring you or not texting you back. Clearly, from what y'all just heard me say, what the fuck I was doing. So it was just like, it just blew my mind. And I'm already stressed out as it is. And now you're telling me that you're laying me off while I'm dealing with my miscarriage and going through something traumatic. Like, what? So she said that. So then I'm like, when I read the message, I was already hot and like mad and irritated. So, and then the whole exclamation point at the end of the thank you. That's how I felt like she said it. She probably didn't say it like that, but that's how I read it. Like, I read it like, bitch, why is you yelling at me? Like, first of all. So anyway, the next message I sent to her was, sorry I didn't get back to you in a timely fashion that you wanted me to, because that's what it was all about. She wanted me to get back to her like that. And there's been several other things that's happened and occurred where she's like that. Like, if you don't get back to her like that, she'll double text you, like not knowing what the fuck you doing. But anyway, I was like, sorry I didn't get back to you in a timely fashion that you wanted me to. As you know, currently I have been going through the process of my miscarriage, in which has been very difficult, and things that I had to handle financially today while healing. My plans were to contact you when I was finished and ready, which is what I'm doing now, to let you know I would be there tomorrow morning. But I will most definitely return those things tomorrow for you. Thank you. I put my little exclamation point, bitch. No. But I was like, thank you for your patience. It's appreciated, exclamation point. Now, y'all, I was being sarcastic as hell because at this point I was just like fed up. I was angry, mad. I had all types of emotion going on. So when I told her, I appreciate you for being, you know, patient and I appreciate you, I was being sarcastic as fuck because number one, she wasn't patient, and number two, I didn't appreciate her, okay? Especially for laying me fucking off while I'm going through something so fucking traumatic. Like, that's the last thing I need to worry about. Now I gotta worry about losing my baby and losing a job and financially being fucking fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I was already pissed off about it. So I told her that, right? And then she messages me back and she says, my sincerest condolences for your loss. I was keeping you in prayer, so I was hoping for better news. Thank you for responding to the text, and I will see you tomorrow. Bitch, you is not sorry. You is not sorry. You weren't praying for me. You weren't none of that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You trying to put on this persona like you really gave a fuck. You really didn't give a fuck. Because if you gave a fuck, you wouldn't have fired me going through a traumatic experience. Like, that's just how I feel, y'all. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. And then shortly after that, like right after she sent that, she said, we will need the broken tent as well. Thank you. With another exclamation point. Bitch, why is you yelling at me? Why is you yelling at me? Like, that's how I read the text. You know, sometimes text can be misread, but I was like, why you gotta put exclamation point at the end of every fucking message? Like, I feel like you coming at me wrong right now. So, and some of y'all might be confused, like, why is she talking about a broken tent? So, as y'all know, I was working in sales, so we worked different events. So, I had a whole bunch of shit in my car, that had to deal with the work that I do, including like this big ass tent that I had broke. So that's what she was talking about as far as the tent. So she told me that or whatever. So boom, she said what she said. And then I told her, because it took me, once she told me to bring the tent back, I already knew like, oh wow, she really laying me off. Like, she really firing me through this time. So I'm over here scrambling, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm finna do financially for myself, because I need to think quick, like fast, because my rent is gonna be due in the next week and a half. So I gotta figure out something. I have to figure out how to get some money fast, quick and fast, quick and fast. You know what I'm saying? Because I already been out dealing with this miscarriage, so I wasn't making any type of money, and like nothing. Like, I was asked out, right? So I had to figure something out. So I'm looking up any and everything I could do. I ended up finding something with Amazon Flex. And I'm just like, well, here's something where it looked like you could make some type of quick cash fast. And I was going on there trying to schedule dates where I could do it to make some type of money. So I ended up scheduling something with Amazon Flex at the time, even though I knew that would probably be temporary, bitch, I can't talk. Even though I knew that would be temporary, because, you know, I had to find something until I found something else better, because they had just laid me off at such short notice. I didn't know I was going to be out of a job, because in my mind, I'm going to go back to work on Wednesday. I'm going to work Wednesday through Sunday. Then I'm going to work Monday through Sunday the next week, and so on and so forth. I had already had it planned out in my mind, because I was like, then I could be able to make the money that I need to make to be able to pay my bills, right? Boom. So fast forward, so she said what she said, and so I text her back a little bit later. I was like, that stuff will have to be dropped off super early or late, or when I can, because I have to be somewhere at 7:45 a.m. I have to be somewhere at 7:45 a.m. now, since I'm no longer working there. I have to go make money elsewhere to stay afloat, or someone can come pick it up. Like, that was my option. I was just like, look, I can't drop that stuff off at the time you want me to drop it off, because right now I gotta go try to make some shit happen for myself. And if I can't drop it off and you got a problem with me not dropping off, bitch, you can come pick it the fuck up, okay? Because at this point, I'm irritated. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, I'm irritated. I'm just like, y'all can come pick this shit up if y'all really want this shit. Because I can't come to you, because I got other shit I gotta do to try to get some guap, okay? So I text her that, and then she gonna say, the office is open 8 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. I hope that will work for you for tomorrow morning. If you bring everything tomorrow, then we won't have to disrupt your schedule for the other days of this week. Oh, baby, you ain't about to disrupt shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like that whole, oh, we don't have to disrupt your schedule. Like, you're not gonna disrupt shit over here. I'm gonna tell you, you're not. So she said that, oh, so we wouldn't have to disrupt your schedule, blah, blah, blah. So she said all of that. And then she said, thank you, with an exclamation point again. Once again, bitch, why are you yelling at me? Bitch. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, she said that. And then after, she said that, I said, my schedule won't be disrupted because, baby, best believe you not disrupting a motherfucking thing because Renita gonna do what Renita gotta do and what she need to do because I'm no longer on your time any motherfucking more. And that's just how the fuck I felt at the time. Okay, baby, let me take a drink and calm the triggered. Okay, but, yeah, so she said that. And I said, my schedule won't be disrupted. I'll drop it off soon as I'm able and free to do so. Due to my circumstances now, they will get it. Thank you. So basically let her know, look, I will drop it off when I'm able to drop it off and when I'm free to drop it off because, listen, you fired me. Now I got to go do whatever Renita got to go do to go get some money, okay? Dropping off that shit that's in my car is not my first priority right now. My first priority is trying to get some money because if I don't, I'm about to be asked the fuck out, okay? So I sent her that and she was just like, I already let, and I'm not going to say the person's name, I'm just going to say manager. I already let the manager know you will be returning the items tomorrow morning per your initial text, though we need the supplies for distributions right away. Exclamation point. Once again, yelling at me. Yelling at me, okay? Like, we need the distribution right away. First of all, y'all don't need that shit right away. You just want me to drop it off when you want me to drop it off, when you want me to drop it off. Because if I were to come to work that Wednesday when I had planned to come back to work, y'all would have had other supplies and things that y'all needed for new people to distribute to them. So you didn't need that shit ASAP Rocky. You didn't. You just wanted me to drop it off because I was no longer working there. You wanted me to drop it off quick, fast, and in a fucking hurry. That's all that was. It was no rush, okay? So then I said, they're going to get them as soon as I can. Like I just said, it will have to be super early because I had to make financial moves for myself fast due to your unexpected decisions, which is fine. So I have somewhere to be now at 7:45 a.m. or I can come later on tomorrow as I stated. Also to drop off hold on y'all. As I stated also to drop it off. That don't work. Someone can pick it. I was like, if that don't work, someone can pick it up if it's urgent, because she was making it seem like it was urgent as fuck. So if that don't work for you, y'all can come pick it up. How about that? And then I was like, or I can do it this weekend. Those are my only options at this moment because that's where I was at that moment. So then that was that. I didn't hear nothing else from her. And then she was just like, how early were you thinking about dropping it off? At this point, I'm done talking to this lady. I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm pissed off. Like, I'm already stressed out. I'm depressed. My anxiety is through the fucking roof because I'm going through this traumatic experience and you're laying me off. And the one thing, and the reason why I say, like, it was so dirty how they did me. Like, imagine going through something so traumatic and then somebody lay you off. Not only that, this woman, she a sister. A sister. And you know what? It don't even matter about her being a sister, okay? That don't even matter. She's a woman in general. And I just feel like as a woman, especially a woman that has children, she has kids. She has kids. So I would have thought at least she would empathize with what I was going through. Even if she didn't understand, or even if she never been through a miscarriage in her life or lost a child in her life, like, I would at least thought as a woman, she would empathize with what I was going through. Like, damn, this woman just went through something traumatic, and here I am telling her, oh, we just gonna have to let you go because we ain't heard from you, da 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 da. Like, you know why you haven't heard from me. I'm going through a fucking miscarriage. Like, what the fuck? I'm going through a miscarriage. I'm mentally fucked up in my head. Like, and that's just what it was. Like, I'm going through this miscarriage. I'm mentally not okay. Like, I'm not okay at all. I'm in the darkest place that I've ever been in a long, long, long time. Like, I'm having thoughts that I shouldn't have in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through depression, even postpartum depression, because my doctor told me that that can still happen even when you have a miscarriage. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that as a woman, and this is why I feel like I do not respect this woman for this, as a woman, for you to put even more on somebody's back, that they already going through something traumatic, losing their child. But to even lay them off of a job, and it's something, and it's all they really have right now, or one of the things that they have that financially helps them, and then you gonna put something else on me that I gotta worry about, that I gotta deal with. So now I lost my baby. Now I'm out of a job. Now I don't know how the fuck I'm finna pay these upcoming bills plus my rent. Worried about, am I gonna be evicted? Am I not gonna be able to live in my place? Like, what the fuck is about to happen to me right now? Because I'm literally assed out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is terrible. You laid me off while I was going through a miscarriage and trying to heal. It was already gonna be hard enough if I did come back to work on a Wednesday, because I am going through all these things mentally, but I was preparing myself to push it back in the back of my head and do whatever the hell I had to do to get that money and be able to be on my feet and pay the bills that I needed to pay, and then get back on my feet good, how I needed to get back on my feet, and then worry about grieving and doing all that whenever I could, right? Now I couldn't even grieve properly because now I'm worried about my bills and the shit I gotta do financially. I was fucked up about that shit, and I just did not respect it. It just showed me that these companies really do not care about you. They do not give a damn about you. And the crazy thing is, these people always preach about how we care about our people, we take care of our people, we always there for our people, like this is a close family knit group. Bull motherfucking shit. Bullshit, y'all. And I'm sorry if you don't like me cussing. I'm sorry, but I'm in my feels right now. Bullshit. These people don't care about you. Like, they put on this persona. They all put on this fucking persona to be something or to care about a motherfucker, but they really don't. Because soon as some real stuff happen and some real shit hit the fan, that's when you really know if the company that you working for really give a damn about their employees. You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna be there to support you? Are they gonna be there if you need them mentally? Because I feel like in a company or anywhere you work, instead of them using you as just a number, you just a number in the company, like you don't really matter, because that's how most of these companies are. You don't really matter. And they always preach to not be that type of company where you're just a number and that they really give a fuck about you. And then they showed me otherwise. Because that showed me otherwise. Like, even when she first messaged me, and it wasn't even to see how I was doing, y'all. It wasn't even to see how I was doing, even knowing what I was going through. All it was, when you coming back to work? When you gonna be here? That was it. That was it. And it was like, they did not empathize. They did not give a fuck about what I was going through or how what she did was going to affect me even more. Like, you added on to my plate. You know what I'm saying? So it just really frustrated me just as a woman in general that she did that. And then also I had prior conversations before my miscarriage when I was working there, going through what I was going through, even though they weren't trying to accommodate me to make things easier for me throughout my pregnancy, because I already had risk and stuff, even working a job that I worked. Even then, I told her, I was just like, even when they was trying to push me, like, are you looking for another job? And I'm just like, yes, I'm trying to find something else, because for one, they weren't trying to accommodate me. They weren't trying to do anything to help me or anything like that to make it easier for me, knowing that I was pregnant and going through the things that I was going through during my pregnancy, right? So they were already trying to like push me out the door. Like, are you looking for something else? And like I told my lead, Holy, I was just like, I'm not going to be dumb and quit and not have nothing else. Like, I'm going to find something else first before I leave here. You know, that would be better for me during my pregnancy. But I'm not going to just leave here until I find something else. And she made it seem like, oh, yeah, I get that. Like, I understand. But yet still fired me while I was off having a miscarriage and going through my miscarriage and trying to heal from my miscarriage. So it was just like, I was just like, damn, these motherfuckers really did me dirty. They really did me dirty, like for real dirty. So I just really just did not respect it. Nobody checked up on me. Like the manager didn't check up on me. I never got not one message from the manager checking up on me. Nothing. It just goes to show that these people don't care about you. It's all a fucking persona. They put on this fucking persona like they give a fuck, and they don't. They just don't, y'all. So that's what I've been going through, and I've been going through a lot since then, y'all. It's been so hard for me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Y'all know I keep it real, raw, and uncut. I'm always transparent as fuck with y'all. I am struggling right now. I am struggling. And y'all don't even know the half of the shit that I'm going through right now, and I'm stressing about right now. Like, I literally just had to call my doctor, or I messaged my doctor, and my doctor called me today because I told her about my depression. I already deal with depression. I told her about my depression and how I was feeling, and how I'm not okay, and I need to talk to somebody, and how I am. Because in the past, I have been that way, and a lot of people don't know that. And I've been having a hard time, and we talked about it, and she told me what I need to do, and I'm actually supposed to be going to the doctor today and talk to somebody so they can prescribe me my medication for my depression, and so they can give me a therapist as well that I can talk to. Y'all, I've been going through a lot. I've been in such a deep, dark place ever since then. And it's just been hard, and I just can't believe, like, people really do people like that in their darkest hour. And it just blew my mind. And it was one point in time where I actually respected that woman and thought she was a little bit different. But what happened with that, it just made me look at that person totally different. Even just being a woman and being a mother, and knowing how hard it already is in this world that we live in, and the struggles that people are already going through. Like, it just made me totally look at her in a different light. Like, in a totally different light, y'all. Because it just made me feel like all that shit that you was doing and saying, like, it was bullshit. It was bullshit. Like, and you let me go. And not only that, she let me go. And that next day, I think it was like the next day, I had somewhere to be, like I said, early that morning. I did go back to my job at, I think, 3 o'clock, and I dropped off all the stuff they wanted me to drop off. Now, when I came there, it was another person there, who I know. I'm not gonna say her name, but it was another person there that works, you know, alongside the manager that I had there. And, you know, sweet as can be. I don't want to just downplay and say, like, everybody is just like, ugh. I'm talking about the people that affected me there, right? So, I came there, I dropped off my stuff, and she was shocked to see me even there. She was just like, oh, I didn't know you were coming. I was just like, yeah, I told Holy that I was going to drop the stuff off today. You know, like I told her I was going to drop it off that day. I just told her that I was going to drop it off whenever I could in the time that I could drop it off, right? So she wasn't expecting me there, and then she helped me bring other things in, and she was sweet as can be. She was sweet. I ain't got nothing against her because she probably didn't even know what was going on, or maybe she did. I don't fucking know, okay? You know, I don't know if she was pillow talking to my manager or something. I don't know. But she was sweet as can be, and I remember her telling me, she was just like, and I told her about my miscarriage. She was just like, oh, what's going on? I told her, I was like, well, I'm going through a miscarriage. She was like, oh my God, like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know you was going through that. Because mind you, the only two people I told was my manager and Holy, who was my lead, right? Those are the only two people that knew about my miscarriage and me being pregnant and stuff like that. So she said that she didn't know. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if my manager ended up telling her or whatever, but she said that she didn't know that I was going through that. Now, when I was leaving, she was just like, oh, well, I hope everything works out for you, and maybe, you know, in the future you could come back. I'm just looking at her like, there's no way in hell I'm coming back here. And then even when she said that, I'm like, she must not really know what's really going on or what really happened, because she wouldn't have said that. Like, Holy fired me. She let me go. So why would I even want to come back to a person that let me go through my most darkest traumatic hour? Why? Why the fuck would I do that? Okay? No. So I just was just like, no. I was just like, no, probably not. Like, you probably will never see me here again. I will never be here again. But y'all, that's basically what happened. And I am not employed right now. I actually just got back from an interview. It went well. I've been having a couple of interviews. But I also been going through other things too that I'm still dealing with financially. I don't know where I'm gonna be at. Like, I could be on the street tomorrow, the day after that. Like, the situation that happened really affected me, and I can't even grieve properly losing my baby, right? So I'm still going through that. I still have my hard times. I don't eat, I don't sleep. I'm going through a lot right now. So y'all still keep me in your prayers. But I'm trying to do whatever I can to get myself back on my feet. And if y'all are my supporters and y'all support me, please like up this video, because it does help my video and it pushes out my videos to other people who haven't discovered your girl yet. And comment below, because that also helps me as well. And watch these ads, y'all. Please, I need y'all to watch these ads. If you love me, if you're a supporter, support me by watching these ads, y'all, because this is another way that I do get paid. And no, I'm not where I want to be on my platform, but it'll make a hell of a difference if y'all do watch my ads, help me out financially as well, and support me through my journey, because it has been rough, it has been hard. And in another video, I'll actually go into depth of what I actually am going through, because it is scary for me, and I've been stressing about it like crazy. Like ever since my miscarriage and being laid off, it's been hell for me. Like, it's been absolute hell. So just support me, y'all, because I've been going through it. I have been going through it, but I know they say God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, but I'm just like, damn. You know, like, because I feel like I've been getting the toughest battles for some time now, and I'm just ready to win and to be on top. And you know, I know this is the storm before the calm and the rainbow, and everything is gonna be brought together. Eventually, I know that I'm manifesting the life and that I want and that I deserve for myself. So y'all just keep me in your prayers, keep me uplifted, because it has been a rocky, emotional roller coaster. Okay, y'all don't even know the half. But I really want to tell y'all this story so y'all can really get in depth of what I've really been going through behind the scenes, because it has been hard, and I'm human just like y'all, and I know there's other people out there that's struggling and going through some things right now. So yeah, I just want to tell this story time and let y'all know what was going on and what kind of been happening for me and everything like that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, keep me in your prayers. And we back. Like I said, we back. We almost at 5K. On a lighter, positive, happy note, we're almost at 5K subscribers, y'all. Literally, we are almost at 5K, and I thank y'all so much for supporting me, even through my absence. But we back, baby. We back, okay? We back, and I'm here to heal with y'all. I want to heal with y'all. Like, if y'all follow my Instagram, make sure y'all follow my Instagram. Everything will be in the description box below. But if y'all follow my Instagram, I told y'all that I'm back. And I just want to heal with you all because I know y'all going to be by my side every step of the way. So I'm back. I'm going to heal with my supporters. And we just going to run this shit up. And we going to hit goals this year because, baby, my goal at the end of this year is to hit 10K. And y'all know my ultimate goal is to hit 100K, a million, so on and so forth, okay? I want to hit so many platforms. I really want to do this shit full time. By this time next year, I want to be doing this full time. So if y'all rock with me and y'all support me, help me make that happen. Help me make that come to life. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to see me full time, like it up. Hit that bell, hit that notification, subscribe, all that good shit, and support your girl, because we is back, baby. We is back, okay? Motherfucking churros. Ding, ding. We back, okay? So, yeah, y'all, like up this video, comment below, hit that bell, so you're always notified when your girl's about to upload another lit-ass video, y'all. Okay, and like I always say, tell your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your cousins, and them to subscribe to your girl, because we stay wet, lit, and we always lit over here, baby. And until the next video, y'all, your girl is at. Bye, y'all.